Good Sunday afternoon. It is time for the Iman Report again. It is Sunday, July 18th. We are previewing the AFC North as we start getting more into our series of previewing the NFL divisions here. This is going to be one of the more competitive divisions in the NFL this year. It could be a three-team race to the AFC North title this year. I will, of course, go through it, who I think is going to win the division, and starting from worst to first. We'll start with who I think is going to be last. It's the Cincinnati Bengals, excuse me. Bengals, they've got a good quarterback in Joe Burrow. They do now have Jamar Chase, who's going to be a nice weapon. But the defense is another story. Burrow will have to put up a lot of points in order for the Bengals to have any chance. They are still rebuilding at this point, and I'm not sure that Zach Taylor is the right answer to coach the Cincinnati Bengals at this point. I think at this point, the ceiling is something like 5 or 6 wins. Maybe 1 win at the floor, 0. I think they win 3 games this year. They have a very brutal schedule this year, and it's not going to go their way this year. I think that they're a year or 2 away from maybe being competitive. But as I said, I don't think Zach Taylor might be the right coach there. Maybe they go and look for a coaching vacancy, maybe a defensive-minded coach. You do have bright futures with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. But at this point, they are nowhere near being a playoff contender. That's where I've got Cincinnati, 3 to 5 wins this year. Third place, and all these 3 teams are potentials to make the playoffs this year. That's how competitive the AFC North is. Third place, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh, you got a good running. They drafted Najee Harris. He should be great for the running game. Of course, they can be physical. And then you've got a good defense in Pittsburgh, TJ Watt. Of course, you got Fitzpatrick, so the defense will keep Pittsburgh in games. The biggest question mark is quarterback. How long is it going to be till Ben Roethlisberger falls off the cliff? How long will it be till Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt? He always tends to get hurt every year. I can't bet on Ben Roethlisberger staying healthy the whole season. And it's not a matter of if, but when Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt this year, it's gonna cost them dearly in this competitive division. If things go really bad, 7 wins. Things go to good, maybe 12 to 13 wins. I've got them slated for 10 wins and being on the playoff bubble this year in Pittsburgh. Second place, the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, another team with good defense, good run game. Quarterback, you got Lamar Jackson. Jackson's a better quarterback than Roethlisberger. But Jackson's not the greatest passer in the world. Defenses are now starting to hit Lamar Jackson with more frequency. Can Lamar be a better passer this year? That's going to be the path to determine if or not the Baltimore Ravens will win the AFC North. If Jackson gets banged up and gets hurt, the floor of this team could be about 9 wins, 8 wins. The ceiling could be about 12, 13 wins, and this would be on the hinges of Lamar Jackson being a better passer and having to rely less on his legs. But I think I'm going to give them 11 wins. They'll be a wild card team this year. That's why I got Baltimore. And your division winner, Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Yes. The Cleveland Browns are going to win the AFC North this year. They got a very stacked roster this year. They bulked up the defense. They've got the best running game with Chubb You got Chubb, you got good receivers with Odell Beckham coming back and being healthy. And Baker Mayfield does not have to be elite, but Baker's good enough. This team is built to win. They are built to win now. Anything less than a division title would be a disappointment for Cleveland this year. Floor, I'd say they do have a bit of a slump, maybe 7, 8 wins. The ceiling, 14, 15 wins. That's where Cleveland could end up. But they look like a much better team under Kevin Stefanski. Cleveland, last time Cleveland won a playoff game before last year was when some coach by the name of Bill Belichick. And the rest was history with him. They got to keep Stefanski. Maybe Stefanski could be the next Bill Belichick. Who knows? But at this point, it is Cleveland's division to lose. But I am really looking forward to these Browns-Steelers matchups this year. Browns-Ravens matchups. These are going to be very fun matchups in the AFC North. These are going to be the teams that really determine who is going to win the North. But you do have double trouble in that Cleveland running game this year. With Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, the best running back duo in the NFL. And that's what I've got. Those are my projections. Everybody have a good day. We'll be back at some point. We'll do college football, hopefully.